to find the line of best fit using by hand method and a mean point, your average point. So here's some information. You've seen this problem before. You have some PSAT scores and some IB scores for 10 students. Here are some questions that we want to ask. Is there a correlation between the PSAT and IB scores? What kind of correlation is it? We're going to draw a scatter plot showing that 10 points. We'll draw a line of best fit. And then we want to make a prediction. If you have a PSAT score of 57, what would be your corresponding IB score? Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to create a scatter plot. We've already taught you how to create scatter plots. Your x-axis is your PSAT scores. Your y-axis is your IB scores. And so then you have all these points. Everything inside the points, remember, is called your interpolation. Everything outside those data points are extrapolation. And we can't make any predictions when we're outside those data points and extrapolation. So let's say we went and graphed it with our calculator. Remember, here are those steps. We've taught you already to enter in your list and then graph it. All right. Here's what we're going to do now, is we're going to actually try and go on and calculate the line of best fit between those points. So the next step, this is called step 2, go ahead and write this down. We want to calculate the mean of x and the mean of y. So if you remember, mean represents the average. So we're going to add up all the x values, which is 628. So all the PSAT scores, and then we divide it by how many points we have, 10 students. So we get a mean point of 62.8 for our mean of x. Then we do the same thing for the IB scores. We add up all the y values, which is 53. We divide it by 10, and our mean for our y's is 5.3. We're going to use these two numbers on the next slide. All right, step 3. To find the line of best fit by eye, what you need to do is you need to plot the mean point. Plot the mean point. So here is that mean. Just lost my smartboard here. The mean again from the previous slide, you don't need to write that down again, it's right there. We're going to mark that mean point in red. So here it is. Over 62.8, up 5.3, so this is approximate. Then you want to draw a line, this is step C now. Draw a line through the points such that you have about an equal number above that line and below that line. So then I just have this line of best fit, kind of just use my eye, but I want to make sure I go through that mean point. This is what we call our line of best fit. All right, part E. You probably can see that there is a correlation. It has a positive slope. We don't know how strong of a correlation it is. We haven't gone through and calculated it, but we know it, it looks pretty good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make an estimate. If we have PSAT score of 57, so you go along your PSAT, your x values. Here's about 57. We're going to read up to the green line and then read over. So looks like it's about 4.5. So the IB score is somewhere between 4 and 5. So we can make a prediction from our line of best fit.